Okay, this week we're working on our bath and kitchen and some of the other components, and we're going to have some fun. All right, so here's our floor plan as it is now, and here we go. Project. Here's where we're going. We're going to add the components for our bathroom. So let me go back over to here. Okay, I have put in Blackboard a couple of images with the new dimensions that we have to change. We've got to move this wall, and because we're moving that wall, we have to move this wall. Okay, so that we still have room to fit our door in there. And the whole reason for that is I gave you a specification for a standard bathtub shower, a 60 by 32, which is a kind of a standard size. But you have to check on when we're doing 3D modeling, BIM, you got to check the actual fixture or appliance or cabinet that you're installing for its actual size. And this particular one, which is fairly standard, but they all seem to may have a little bit different sizing. This one requires a 60-inch opening for it to fit in. Um, and when you have to look at these things to see exactly how it's going to fit in there. Okay. Um, because they may be different sizes. So you have to check the specification sheets on these. So we need a 60-inch opening from face of stud to face of stud. As it is right now, we're a little short. So let me, yeah, face of core. Okay, we're a quarter of an inch short. Okay, so we have to change that. So we got to move this wall. I think I unlocked those, did I? Yeah. Okay. So we got to move that. Uh, we got to make it a half inch or a quarter of an inch larger. And that gives us an error up here. Okay, uh, so this wall, we need to move it. So let's make that 8'6". And we get all kinds of constraint errors, cancel. It can be a hassle. Okay, um, so we'll unlock those, unlock these. Um, Now we should be able to move it. Okay. And so now that we've done that, let's go back and lock them all back down. Leave that one undone because we're fixing to move this wall. Okay, so now I've got that in. Now I want to place my actual bathtub. So we'll go component. I can't remember if I've got it loaded in here or not already. Let's see. Trees. Guess not. Okay. And I gave you one in Blackboard to use. Oh, come on here. Tub shower with shower curtain. I think that one's it. Yeah, this one's it. Okay, and so I'm gonna, well, I gotta turn it around. It's backwards. There we go. So I'm going to drop it in place. Now I'm going to constrain it, but I have to constrain it to the actual face of the stud because bathtubs are attached to the stud. And then the drywall is applied over the flange. If you would look at, come on. If you look at a bathtub, it has a little flange that comes up, and that's what attaches to the studs, and it gets nailed or screwed to the actual studs, and then the drywall fits over that lip. Okay, so that's got that one in place. Now cabinets. Let me just go back to my other plan here. That's my countertop. I want the actual cabinet. Uh, there we go. What you'll need to do with the cabinet is edit it to make it 21 inches deep. Um, the ones that come in Revit or the vanity cabinets are 24 inches deep. So just come in here, duplicate it, create a new depth of 1'9". Okay, the height is fine. That's a standard vanity height. So all the other stuff is good. Just uh, change the depth on it. And then you'll have to modify the countertop also to be 22 inches deep. Okay, because it has a 1-inch overhang on it. Okay, the standard 3D toilet is fine from Revit. So when you place these, remember your spacing. You have to have a minimum of 15 inches from center line of toilet to edge of a tub. Same way center line of toilet to the edge of a cabinet. And so we're 1.3 and 1.5 1/4. So you could center those would be fine, okay? Or just leave it at 1'3". That would be fine there. Now you're going to do the same thing over here in this bathroom. Is you got to move this wall a little bit. This dimension here is from face of sheetrock to face of sheetrock. And this one's actually a different tub that I put in, but you can use the same one. This cabinet, I actually have two cabinets in there that I modified, and you're going to put mirrors on both the walls. And that pretty much will take care of our bathrooms. I recommend that you pop an elevation marker into the bathroom. Let's go here. Views. You can pop in an elevation marker, or you can move a section view because you want to look at these things. Now we haven't applied floors yet, but when we do apply the floors, depending upon what type of floor it is, the toilet will sit on top of the finished floor. And the cabinets may or may not. It depends on what type of flooring we use. The bathtubs will sit on the subfloor. So once we apply flooring, we're going to have to come back in and adjust our toilets and our cabinets, okay? So you can pop in an elevation or you can pull a section view down to take a look at those. Cabinets, closet shelving. I just use the standard ones out of Revit. Comes a closet shelving pole, 15 deep, 18 deep. Depends on what shelf that you're dealing with, okay? But all your closets will need a rod. And let's see. I've got them set at a height of 6 foot. I'm not sure how that's going to come through when you actually install it, but check that. Make sure that's good. Here in the pantry, I use a shelf L shape. I can't remember if I downloaded that one or if that's a standard Revit family. It may be a stand. I don't know. Uh, but I just had to modify it. I popped it in there. Most pantries are going to have multiple shelves, at different heights. I just put one in, I believe, and I just had to adjust the sizes on it. Um, L-shaped cabinet, 12-inch depth. Okay, here we go. I've got it at 2 feet. Um, so I just had to adjust the sizes on it so that it would fit in there. Okay, and I'll stop this video and then come back and we'll talk about kitchens.